Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. It's me, Cammy. So I wanted to go ahead and let's just jump right into it. I want to do a collective reading. It's been a while, so I want to see what the overall energy is for many of you, most of us, myself included, right? And just see what's to come, what's taking place right now, especially presently. So this reading may or may not resonate with you. If this reading does resonate with you, please take what does resonate, leave what doesn't. If the reading doesn't resonate with you at all, that's fine too. Keep it moving. If it does resonate with you, please do not force parts of it that do not resonate with you to resonate with you, okay? If someone comes to mind while you are watching this video and watching this reading, they may need to hear the message as well. So please feel free to share that with them. Share it with them as well, okay? So this is definitely a time of abundance from many of us. A lot of us need to let it go, work on our heart chakra here, okay? We are in the energy of letting some things go, allowing, as well as with heart. Yeah, I said work on the heart chakra, and we have healing the heart, okay? So this is a time, 23, 24. This is a time where the energy that's present here is healing. Take a deep breath. A lot of you, or a lot of us, okay, need to really take some time to relax, to breathe, to connect with ourselves, to center ourselves, okay? And as well, like I just said, heal the heart chakra. A lot of us are holding on to some things that no longer serve us, right? No longer serve our highest and our best. So at this time, the energy that we are presently in is forcing us to probably face some things that we don't want to face, see some truths that we may not have necessarily seen before, or seen, already. And what that is forcing us to do is to make that decision to let go. Ultimately, by holding on to it and by not healing our heart chakra, right, we are in a place where we are creating blocks for ourselves, especially for abundance. We have roots of abundance at the bottom here. So if we were to just take a deep breath, center ourselves, connect with ourselves, also connect with nature, okay? Connect with nature. It will be a little bit easier for us at this time. The more we hold on, the more hardened our heart becomes. So we definitely want to release, let go, breathe. Okay. Also wear some green. Okay. A lot of you may be feeling called to wear green. Wear some green, and that's going to tie in not only with abundance, okay, with the energy of abundance and money, but also that's going to tie into your heart chakra as well. That energy to really embrace love and give love, move from a place of love, okay, and of understanding here as we are being pushed and called to release some things and move forward here. So that's the overall energy here. Let's see what the message is for the collective. This is definitely a time to, if you are feeling like, because I'm hearing take a deep breath and I'm hearing rest. So when it comes to these things, I feel many of you, or many of us, I'll just include myself, many of us, instead of working on the things we need to work on, we keep ourselves busy, right? And keep ourselves distracted in a sense. So therefore, we are not taking a deep breath. We are not centering ourselves. We are not taking the time to really connect, release, and even reflect on the things that we need to reflect on and the things that we need to let go of. And reflect on the things that we need to let go of, right? So let's see what else comes out. Definitely some isolation here, okay? So many of us, if you guys are not already in that space where you don't want to be bothered with anyone, you kind of want to just be to yourself, you will get to that place, and that is also forcing you, and that is because you are, again, being forced to reflect, being forced to take a deep breath, slow down, unwind, and really sit with yourself and sit with your heart and listen to your heart to figure out what it is that, you need to release. This is also self-imprisonment, okay? With the Eight of Swords, it's also self-imprisonment here, and some restrictions, okay? Or self-imposed restrictions. Many of you are holding yourself back also by holding on to things that we need to let go of, right? This is giving me a lot of self-sabotaging habits, right? Which just confirms the fact that I said the distractions, right? When we know that we need to focus on something within ourselves or reflect on something within ourselves, we tend to try to find something else to do to keep ourselves busy, because we don't want to face the things that we're being forced to face. We're trying to ignore them, right? And then that is also giving us that self-imposed restrictions. I look at that as self-sabotaging, because you know that you need to be doing this, this, and this, but instead you rather do this, this, and this, and that's ultimately not helping your growth, right? But this is definitely also a feeling of isolation, needing to be isolated, wanting to be isolated, not wanting to be bothered, okay? What else? Let's see what... see what else comes out here. A lot of moodiness is coming out. We have the King of Cups here in reverse, okay? A lot of emotional energy and emotional manipulation as well here, okay? A lot of moodiness, and with the emotions, again, that just ties right back to the heart chakra, right? And healing that heart chakra, that's where most of our emotions come from. That's where most of our emotions lie and reside, right? So be careful of those around you. There could be someone trying to manipulate you by using your emotions, by playing on your emotions. You also could be manipulating your own emotions. That's, again, that self-sabotaging mindset, right? The negative self-talk, the negative self-doubt, okay? But in reality, we have to get past that, right? So this comes to place, I mean, this energy is also coming with the moodiness, because you're avoiding letting go. You're holding on to something that no longer serves you. So it's creating this influx of moods with the moon card here, okay? This is also bringing about anxiety for some, fear, insecurities, okay? Even illusion, okay? There's a lot of illusion for some of you, or we create this illusion, right? Again, because we don't want to see what we really need to see, so we just go off into la la land and just create this whole illusion that makes us comfortable and makes us feel comfortable, but in reality really isn't what we need to be focusing on, right? It really isn't what's best for us at that time. But this is definitely there's a lot of anxiety, a lot of secrets, okay? A lot of secrets that are coming up. And that's why I said the energy is forcing you to face some things, face some truths, right? See some things that you're not acknowledging. That's what the moon card is also bringing up here. And around this, there's a lot of anxiety and fear. Probably, I'm going to assume fear of the unknown, okay? Many of you, or many of us, okay, myself included, are not trying to let go of certain things because we're fearful of what is to come. We're fearful of the unknown, or maybe we know what's to come, but we're not sure. We're fearful of how we're supposed to really get there, right? Take a deep breath, meditate, and remove the insecurities and the fear, because ultimately the fear is holding us back. And I already said, when we are not letting go and we are not healing the heart, we're blocking the roots of the abundance, right? Blocking the roots of abundance, especially when there are endless possibilities here. Endless possibilities. The only thing that's stopping us is ourselves, right? Ourselves. That self-restriction, that self-sabotaging thoughts, that behavior, right, is what's holding us back here. Let's see what else. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. With the Nine of Pentacles here, okay, this is gratitude and also self-sufficiency, okay? Knowing that you deserve the life of luxury, okay? Many of you may feel like you don't deserve the life of luxury. Many of you may be feeling like, well, why am I going through all of this, and not expressing gratitude, okay? To not express gratitude is again tied to the heart chakra, okay? To not express gratitude is ultimately, again, another block, because you want to be grateful for everything that you have in the moment, in the present, right? Because why would we... How are we supposed to attract and receive the things that we really desire, right, if we're not even grateful for the things that we already have? It doesn't work that way. A lot of us are trying to be self-sufficient here, and that's great. It's great to be self-sufficient, but at the same time, we have to allow for others to kind of help us, okay, to help us heal, to help us release, to help us in general, not being so stuck in our own ways and stuck in our own minds and in that isolated energy. It's time for us to step out a little bit, be seen, okay, work on ourselves, so that way we can get the life, we can reap the benefits, reap the seeds that we have sown, okay, reap our harvest, right? You see, he has all this bountiful fruit that he's harvested. Yeah, I'm gonna say fruit that he's harvested here, right? Let's see what else. We have 2. Okay, so we have the 5 of Pentacles here. Many of you with this process, okay, with the 5 of Pentacles here in reverse, this is recovering from a financial loss, okay? Recovering from a financial loss. For those of you that are already really tuned in with yourself or consider yourself spiritual, okay, you might feel like spiritually you've been facing some poverty. You've been facing, that's just another way of saying financial loss, right? Maybe you've been feeling kind of stuck spiritually, not really feeling like you're gaining anything from it. And that again is because we need to let go and release. We need to open our heart chakra, heal our heart chakra, and come from a place of gratitude, move in life from a place of gratitude, right? But this is recovering from that. So I said, when we come out of the isolation, when we come out of the self-sabotaging, the self-restriction, the self-inflicted and imposed restrictions that we're putting on ourselves, and we really step out and trust that the things that we are seeing, the illusions that we are creating is not really the truth. I set that at 11:11, okay? And we start to face our fears and release the anxiety. We ultimately will become more self-sufficient in a healthier way. And for those of you that are self-sufficient in a more I'm not going to say in a less healthy way, in a way that might be hindering you or slowing you down, so to speak. Okay, once we get past that, then, and I said, we will reap the benefits of which you have sown, the seeds that you've sown, the seeds that you have planted. You will start to reap that harvest, right? And that will be you recovering from the financial loss that you have endured during this process. Maybe it was the financial loss that created you, that forced you to go into this isolation. Maybe it was the financial loss or the sense of poverty that has your heart cold. Okay, this could also be maybe a lover took advantage of you or something financially, and that created this need for you to let them go, and it created all of these different ripples right in the tide here. But we have, okay, this is a turning point. We have the Wheel of Fortune here. So with this turning point, okay, this is also the completion of another cycle, but this is where your good luck or your karma, so to speak, is changing, right? This is where you start, once you put in the work, once you begin to put in the work and release, okay, when what doesn't serve you anymore, and you let it go, and you start to make room for your blessings to come in, and for the fruits of your labor to come in, the roots of your abundance to come in, okay? Your good luck and your karma will change. This is a turning point for you. This is almost like facing your destiny, so to speak. Many of you may be going through another awakening or some form of transformation here, and you are at the point in your transformation where you have to let go and you have to heal your heart chakra to complete that cycle, right? To complete this cycle. Maybe you're holding on to something or someone that is really not serving you or your highest, or you were, and you release them, and now you're moving forward with the healing process, right? With the Queen of Pentacles here, okay? She's sitting there just as content and happy, okay? Not bothered, looking at her I just went blank there. But she's looking at her abundance, I guess you want to say. But this is definitely where you become more down to earth, okay? You have that sense of security, okay? That sense of, I'm not worrying anymore about this. I'm not worrying about the finances. I'm not worrying about this. It's very practical, okay? 1414 is what I just saw on the calendar. But ultimately, you have to get past with the Magician card being in reverse, okay? I already said there was some manipulation with emotions here, okay? So with the Magician card, this comes with manipulation, but this also comes with poor planning or not using your talents, okay? Getting in your own way. So with this process, once you begin to really move forward and know that, okay, I'm not going to hold on to this anymore because it's not serving me any good, right? It's not doing me any justice. It's not serving me. It's blocking me. I'm tired of financially stressing. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. It's time to let it all go. Okay, so once you let that go and you start facing your truths and overcoming your fears and getting past and moving past your fears and breathing through the anxiety, okay? I'm not going to say letting go of the anxiety because that's just something that is not really probable. Okay, anxiety is there, so breathing through the anxiety and actually doing the work. Okay, cultivating the Magician card is in reverse, is because you're not using your resources, your talents, your skills. You're not using those things to create the life that you ultimately live, to create, or that you want, right? You're not putting in the work. Okay, so once you begin to put in the work, the abundance, again, you start reaping what you sow. You start seeing the fruits of your labor. Okay, you start experiencing prosperity, and whatever prosperity means to you. You start experiencing peace. Okay, whatever you see yourself for. Okay, that's that down to earth energy, that grounded energy, that I'm secure, I'm good, I don't have any worries right now. Okay, once you start to do that, moving forward, that will be the place. But you have to make some decisions here with the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, you have to make some decisions here. There's some indecisiveness here present, and that indecisiveness is, again, going to cause you to it's going to block you, it's going to slow you down. So with the indecisiveness, okay, it can also be with the Two of Swords, a hell of a lot of information coming at you, a hell of a lot of things being shown to you, a hell of a lot of things coming back from your past that you have to face because you thought that you could just run from it, right? So once you make the decision to sit down with yourself and really focus on what you need to let go of, and if you've already done this, then moving forward, you can start to use your talents and your skills and work on the things that you need to work on to create the life that you ultimately see for yourself. For those of you that are not doing that and are not and is just indecisive, hasn't made a decision, there's a lot of confusion, right? Maybe you're just experiencing so much. Maybe you just don't want to experience anything at all. Maybe you don't want to face anything. Maybe you don't want to see anything. That's fine too. That's your life, not mine. For those of you that are in this Two of Swords in reverse energy, okay, there is going to be some confusion there. There's going to be some indecisiveness there. Now, indecisiveness is going to cause some delays. And with those delays, okay, it's also, what I'm getting with the confusion and stuff is challenging beliefs, okay? Maybe you believed one thing, maybe you're taught one thing, and you grew up thinking this, and now you're starting to see that this isn't really fitting for you anymore. This isn't really what it is. It's not resonating with you anymore. So now you need to focus on, you're steering towards this idea or this thought or this practice or whatever the case may be. And it's causing some challenges within yourself, and it's causing some indecisiveness because you're not really sure which way you're really supposed to go, right? That's when you sit down and you reflect, right? Just like the moon. You sit down and you do that self-reflection. You do the work to figure out what is actually for your highest and for your best. So that way you can get out your own way and you can heal, all right? So we're going to go ahead and quickly see what is blocking. Even though I've already stated a lot of the blocks that many of us are presently dealing with, we're just going to go ahead and confirm. So let's see what is blocking many of you in the collective. And like I said, this can go either way. But just know that it is all good, okay? This process that you are going through, take that deep breath. Know that everything is okay. I've learned to be grateful for the good and the bad, because ultimately it shapes us, right? It makes us who we are. When we embrace the bad instead of letting the bad outweigh us, and we overcome the bad, we're even that much more stronger, right? And the reward is even that much more satisfying. So it's all good. Take a deep breath and just breathe and know that. Let's see what else. And when I say I'm talking to you guys, I am talking to myself, okay? I am seriously talking to myself here. Okay, so integration. I just said Take the good with the bad, okay? Take the lessons, okay, along with the blessings. We can't just expect blessings, blessing on blessings, and we ain't getting our lessons and our lessons and our lessons. We have to get the lessons. We have to do the work. We have to release, and we have to make space for the good, right? We have to integrate, and we have to practice that balance and finding that balance within ourselves. We are light and dark, period. It's not all love and light out in these streets. No, it gets dark, okay? It gets real dark, okay? It gets real dark and cold, okay? We have to learn to embrace that side of us, accept that side of us, understand that side of us, so that we can move forward and it does not overcome us. We have to be able to integrate within ourselves, right? Again, this is healing energy coming in. This is healing energy. I said that we're healing the heart. We're being forced to face some things. We're being forced to let some things go, right? People, place, things, whatever. We're being forced to do that. Take a deep breath and embrace this healing energy. This healing energy is ultimately here for your best, right? This is new beginnings. It is in reverse. New beginnings is in reverse because you have to let go to make room for the new beginnings. You have to let go and get in a space where you are creating the new beginnings. A lot of you during this process needs to really focus on self-love, loving on yourself so that you can accept love from others, okay? Loving on yourself so that you can accept love from others. The reason I said self-love is because self-love came out. When it comes to this healing, be patient with yourself. Be patient with others. Because as you're growing, they may not be growing. When they might not be they may not understand exactly what it is you are going through and what you're dealing with, because you are facing some shit and some things that they can't even fathom. They don't see, they don't understand, they're not feeling it, right? Love on yourself. The importance of loving on yourself, especially during this time with this healing energy, is because it hurts. It's painful to let things go, especially when we were so wrapped up in that energy, right? Especially when we were so wrapped up in it and whatever it is that we have to let go of. But with doing so, right, this is moving into balance. We're being forced to move into balance. Okay, we are being forced to move into balance. Embrace the changes. Many of us are fearful of the changes. Fear of the unknown, right? Is what I said earlier. We're fearing the unknown. A lot of us don't like changes. A lot of us are set in our ways. Why should I change? Why should I move if I'm comfortable? But are you really comfortable? And if you are comfortable, are you happy? Are you truly happy? Ask yourself, am I truly happy in this situation? Am I truly happy in this space? Am I truly happy within myself? And if not, it's time to face your fears, or face our fears, I should say, and make the changes and embrace the changes. And embrace the changes, okay? Joy is ours and it's coming. We have to embrace the changes though. Look, this is divine timing. So trust the process. Trust the process and trust and know that everything is happening as it should and it's all working out as it should. Anytime there's a delay, a lot of the times it could be because we are resisting to move. However, sometimes those delays are for our best. Sometimes we don't see what's on the other side of where we're trying to go. We're just trying to get there, right? And instead of taking that deep breath and slowing down, we're just trying to get there, and we might not like what's on the other side. Let's just be real. We might not like what's on the other side. So when it comes to divine timing, we are definitely, it's for our best. So there may be incidences where you feel like you are just being slowed down. No matter how much you try to get there, you are facing delays. Baby, it's probably for your good, okay? It's probably more than likely for your good. More than likely for your good. There is abundance, again, coming in. There is abundance coming in divine timing at the end of this cycle. But we have to face the truths, okay? It's in reverse. We have to face those truths. We have to accept our truths. We have to face our truths ourselves. We have to accept the truths of those of others that are being revealed to us. We have to just face some shit and accept some shit and just know that it's okay. Let's see if we have anything else that wants to come out. Struggle. Many of us are struggling with this. Many of us are struggling with the fact that we are trying to move into balance. Many of us are struggling with the fact that we got to let things go. Many of us are struggling with the fact that we aren't trusting in divine timing. Many of us are struggling with the fact that we don't see it, so we don't believe it, right? Well, I don't see that there's good coming my way. I just see the struggle that I'm in. Many of us are struggling to let go of the self-sabotaging behaviors, thoughts, and mindset. Many of us are struggling with accepting self-love. Many of us are struggling with loving on ourselves, but many of us are struggling to accept genuine love because we don't give ourselves genuine love, so we don't recognize when somebody is actually genuinely loving on us, right? The duality here, again, that yin and yang, that balance, okay? Look, yin and yang here, changing our perception here. It is in reverse. We have to change our perception here. We have to be able to embrace the good and the bad. We have to be able to, within ourselves, within others, around us, okay? It's all for our best. It's all for our best. That's just what it all boils down to, right? Even if it may not look like it's for our best. It's for our best, some way, shape, or form. It might be better than what the end results might be 10 times better than what we thought we were getting ourselves into or what we were expecting. Just got to trust and know that everything is working out as it should. For many of you, abundance has been kind of lacking there, and that's because the things and people that you need to let go of is and I said it's blocking. Your abundance isn't going to come because you're still dealing with the energy that you don't need to be dealing with ultimately. So it's almost a means of protection here when it comes to certain blocks here in your life. It's because the people that are around you don't have any good intentions for you, whether they may make it seem like such or not. They don't have the best interest in you or for you. So therefore, your abundance and blockings, and your abundance is being blocked because, baby, we need to get rid of these folks around you so that you can really reap the benefits of your harvest, so that you can really roll in your abundance, so that you can really enjoy this, so you can really reap the rewards, right? Because they don't deserve to be there for you. Not everybody deserves to go to the top with you. Not everybody deserves to move forward with you, right? So that is something that we have to accept here as well. And I can attest to that. I'm definitely learning that, okay? Let's close out with some animal messages here. Let's close out. It's time, Roundhouse Spirit said it's time to let go. And number 31, it's time to let go. What else? It's time to lay a solid foundation, okay? With the Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. Do the work, okay? Do the work. Make that foundation solid so that way when you start reaping the benefits, okay, or your blessings and things start coming in, your foundation is good, baby. Your foundation is good. When things get a little shaky, you ain't moving. You solid, right? With the Mouse Spirit, okay, we got to tend to the small things. Tend to the small things with yourself. Tend to the small things around you, okay? But be patient and know that the sweet results do await with the Bee Spirit, okay? Sweet results do await for you. The abundance is waiting for you. The joy is waiting for you. The healing, the love, whatever it is that you are desiring and wanting, it is waiting for you. But it's doing just that. It's waiting for you. It's not coming towards you. It's waiting for you. It's waiting for you to come towards it. It's waiting for you to come get it. It's waiting for you to create it. It's waiting for you to, you feel me, do the work so that you can receive those sweet results. And you have to do so by tending to the small things. Tending to the small things, and what I'm hearing from tending to the small things is definitely, it's really focusing a lot on that self-love energy. Focus on yourself, rest, okay? Take care of yourself, okay? Go do something that makes you happy. Do your hair. Go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Go do something. Go wash your car. Go do something, okay, for yourself. But just know with the Koala Spirit, that Spirit does have a plan, okay? Spirit does have a plan, and that's, again, trusting in that divine timing. That's trusting in yourself, and that's trusting and knowing that everything that you're doing is ultimately working out for your highest and your best, right? When we let these things go that no longer serve us, we make room for what does, right? So I hope that this reading resonates. I hope that it helps someone. Yeah, I'm excited I'm excited to see what is in store for me and what's coming towards me. So yeah, I send lots of peace and blessings out there to you guys. Lots of healing for those who need it. Lots of love for those who need it. I'm gonna send you on your way. Thank you for tuning in.